Hey guys, I'm Ocean, and today I'm going to be doing a reading, but I started shuffling and then it occurred to me that I should probably shuffle on camera. I hope you guys are doing good. Just give me a second to get the cards out. You know I like to start right away, which is why I was gonna just shuffle them and then get the video started, because I know that, you know, this part can be annoying waiting, but I think it's better if I shuffle on camera. Okay. You guys, don't worry about who this person is that you're not hearing from, by the way. That's the thing that, for some of you, bothers you so much. Is like the lack of communication. But that's just a side note, because I do see that here. Okay? You got some hard work ahead of you for someone, but it's going to pay off. It's almost like it's not hard work. You're going to figure out a way to work smarter, but that'll be different for everybody. Okay, so let me give me a second to see what all of this entails. Okay, okay. You guys, this is really good. I think right now you're figuring things out. You're figuring out the moves to make right now, but you won't be good. And okay, we're going to get to the juicy stuff. This is that case of, what am I going to do right now? I have these unfulfilled desires and dreams and hopes, and but right now you're trying to figure out like where it's going to come from. Let me tell you what's going to happen here. You are going to have inspired thought to do something, to create something, to move up, to start a business, to start some type of glow up physically, some type of like thing you're trying to pray about, manifest, speak into existence, some type of like growth financially, especially, okay? And this is gonna happen. It's gonna happen really fast, but it's really, you want it to happen fast. You feel like it's happening slowly, and that's what's bothering you. Sorry if the screen is a little tilted to you guys. I think it's perfect right now. I can't really tell, but I won't be able to tell really until after. See, the thing is this, you're going to find a way to work smarter. And I think you might get a little backlash on that. People might be trying to tell you like, maybe that's not the way to do it, or that's not practical. But I feel like you don't really want to hear what people have to say about being practical, because you are going to find a way to work smarter, because you don't really want to work hard. Okay, whoever I'm talking to, like you want things to happen fast, and it is going to happen fast. You have some good days coming to you. You need to know that. I also see a glow up. I see a physical glow up. I see like, sorry, my background's getting loud. I see like a physical glow up. I see you being really happy. I see a move. And for some of you guys, it could be a new car. It doesn't have to be a car, but it could be a car. Also, I see that there's something that you want to do with your hair. I see that all the time. There's something you want to do with your hair, okay? It might be something new. I'm not really sure what it is. It might be something different, or something you haven't done in a long time. Anyway, so about this, I see you moving. Either you're moving unexpectedly, you're moving in a direction for sure that you want to go. And also I see you cutting sex out, okay? So somebody needs to hear that. I feel like in the past, you could have been, this could have been your downfall in this connection, or whatever you were just dealing with. Like, sex was a thing that was kind of bringing you down, keeping you tied to this. It was manipulating your mind. It was working against you. And I do see that you are finally going to just cut this out altogether. I think you do know for sure that you want love. You know for a fact you want love. You do not want lust. You're very aware of that. You're going to cut this off, because I feel like you were about to repeat a cycle with someone, or you were about to repeat past mistakes. You could have even been repeating it and then caught yourself and then cut it off. you were feeling lonely at some point. I'm not meaning to call you out, but I feel like you were feeling lonely, and in that time where you were not talking to this person, or you broke away from this person, you guys broke up, there was a separation period or whatever, you started getting back into like your creativity. You started going back into your ideas. You started going back into your glow up. This is very much self-care. Like, and I feel like you're like, okay, I'm good. This doesn't bother me anymore. Like, it's over, it's over. It is what it is. It was toxic anyway. You know what I'm saying? It was distracting. It was very lustful. And I feel like you knew that it needed to change. You guys were on two different pages about it, and you got out of there. And somehow you came out on top. Okay? Like, I feel like you feel cleansed, if you will. Like, your energy feels cleansed of this connection, because I feel like it was like kind of I don't know, like it just kind of made you emotional, but you took those emotions and somehow whatever happened, it's going to be different for everybody. You turn it into happiness. You know what I mean? That's what I'm seeing here. You turn these emotions into happiness and you're good to go. It's over. I feel like somebody still wants to hold on to this, though. Somebody really wants to hold on to you. They were hoping to hold on to this lust. This was going to, when I tell you this was going to have you stuck. This was going to lock you down. This was going to kind of destroy a part of you a little bit. And you need to know that this was going to become so overbearing. And you may have felt like this did happen, where you just felt like kind of just like stuck. Like you couldn't, like, something about this was toxic. Maybe there was a toxic codependency, or something was just like, something wasn't right about this. You know what I mean? And you're happy to get out. I mean, if you really think about it, you know the healthiest thing for you was to get out. Like, something about it just was having you too stuck in your emotions. You had these grand dreams of it being what it never was going to be, if I'm being honest with you. From what I'm seeing, okay, don't get upset with me, it was never going to be that. You know that audio sound when the guy's like, it was never going to be you. You know, it's like something like that. Like, this was solely lust-based, and I do see that it had like a long-standing, like, or would have had like a long-standing, just like you would have just gotten tired of it. I mean, it's better that you got out now, because I do see you feeling like, and there's a part of you that feels like you can be yourself now. So let me know in the comments if you know what I mean by that. You feel like you can be yourself when you're not connected to this. I feel that this person could have had a lot going on financially, emotionally, and you really were carrying that burden. I don't know if you were their confidant. I don't know if you were a friend to them. I don't know what it was that, or you got tied to the connection, but like, you really were starting to be weighed down by whatever their stuff was. You know what I mean? So you should be feeling lighter as about now, like as it's coming completely to an end. And I do see you having some type of like block with this person. You're happier to not, you know what I'm saying? You're happier to not. Honestly, this person still wants what they want with you, but you're happier to refrain. I see also like, this is cool because you have love coming in, you want love, and you're excited about love, and you know this isn't love. So you're just like, you know what? It's okay that it's not here. Right now, I'm just deciding what I want it to be. Right now, I'm just kind of, you know, figuring out what I want out of love. And finally getting back in my head and finally getting back to me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you're finally ridding yourself of, you could also be going back into your past. Like, let me see. I gotta close my eyes for this one. Okay. You could be going back into your past and finding the source of the toxicity when it comes to these physical, lustful connections. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, yeah, it's like there's a source. There could have been a source to whatever this toxic, this thing that was keeping you stuck in these like very just like lustful, kind of like exciting for the moment kind of connections that felt like they were just like suffocating you. You know what I mean? Like that's the best way I could describe it. And now you're finally taking a stand. You're actually changing completely what you want. I don't think you've really taken this time before in the past. Or maybe, or excuse me, let me channel this properly. You were on a path before and you got thrown off. Like you were on a healing path and then you got thrown off that healing path. Do you know what I mean? You would know what I mean, because it's like you were already removing yourself from this, and you got bogged down by emotions or somebody that you cared about, you know, emotionally or something like that. But could have quickly turned into a lustful situation that now you're completely standing against. And you're just like, you know, I want love. And, you know, maybe you might be open to dating, maybe, but you're definitely open to dating new people now. You're not really, you're not really worried about this. You feel more balanced now. You really could have just gone through like this deeply like sexual toxic energy that you had to break away from. It could have been in the mind, okay? You could have been in a physical relationship with this person, but also I see like even after the physical was over, you had to break away from these toxic like sexual thoughts, or like whatever this pull was on your sexual energy. It was very toxic, and I feel like you finally feel like you have some, I'm hearing like level of clearance, but what I mean is like you feel like you're finally back on that path of like healing and really clearing out that energy. You feel like yourself now, and you're feeling like, you know what, I like being alone. I like, you know what I'm saying, like whatever ideas I have for love, it's okay for me to have that. It doesn't have to feel impossible just because I was in situations where they were impossible. You know what I mean? Like, and so I feel like you're feeling grounded again. You're going to be inspired too. You might be out in nature soon. You might be doing something. You might be going on a trip. I don't know. You might be out on a date or something, and it's going to inspire something. And you're going to do something that you haven't done before. For some of you guys, it's going to be changing your hair. For some of you guys, it's going to be coloring your hair. For some of you guys, it's going to be cutting your hair. For some of you guys, it's going to be a tattoo. For some of you guys, it's going to be a piercing. You know, it's going to be like different for everybody, but whatever it is, I feel like you're going to have a good time. Like you're light now, like you're feeling very light. You're going to be feeling very in control of your energy, very protective of your energy. And I feel like you have to keep this in mind. You have some really good things coming. You're about to dominate somehow, and someone's going to be hating on this. You're going to be dominating somehow. Whatever this is that you're talking about, doing, inspiring, traveling to, there may be somebody that is, oh, okay. So you're going to start reaching a lot of success. You're going to start having a lot of good business ventures, ideas. You're going to be feeling on top of the world. There may even be like a new home or something that you're going towards. Ideas, expansion is what I'm hearing. Don't know what that connects with, but I'm hearing expansion, and I'm hearing like corporate for some. And I'm getting like moving up somehow. You're going to have the possibility to move up. But I feel like your thing is going to be wondering if you're ever going to have love. Like you're going to reach the top of, you're going to dominate whatever this is. But I feel like your thing that's going to what starts getting to you is wanting love. But you're like really guarded and really hesitant. I feel like you try not to want love. I feel like you pay attention to what is done in the past. And also I think that sometimes you find that love gets the best of you. And it's like a battle, because you are such a loving, sensitive person, but you've had fails in the past that make you like not want it anymore. But you also still wonder if you're going to have it, but you don't like to wonder too much because you don't like the feeling of the loneliness that you feel when you want it. And you don't like the idea that you might not get it. And you also don't like the idea, this is a mouthful, that if you get it, you will not be yourself in this relationship. You feel like, okay, but I could have love. Yes, I would have options or whatever, but I feel like I would be depressed in a relationship. Like I'm not free. I'm sad. I'm tied to them. I'm tied to their drama. You had a lot of like past things that make you wish you didn't want it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm confusing the situation, but let me pull some more cards. When I look at this, I'm not looking at a person who wants to want love. But you do want it, but you wish you didn't. See? This is like, Janae Aiko says in a song, I feel like I quote her all the time, but I promise you she comes to mind often when I'm doing my readings. There's a song where she says, some of us do find the one to fall in love and off of the fucking face of the earth with. Some of us do deserve it, a love that's true and perfect. Some of us been through it all before. Some of us do still come back for more. And that part where she says some of us do still come back for more, I feel like you hate that you're a person who still wants love after what you've gone through. Like, you're like, why do I want to come back for more? I don't want to come back for more. Like, why do I have so much love in my heart? Damn it. When am I going to learn? You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're basing these past experiences off of, you're basing it off of these past experiences, like what love is. So you wish like you didn't even want it anymore. Because I see you going far and being successful, and then you're just like, no, I hate when the thought of like wanting more creeps up inside of me. You start thinking about these past relationships, and you start getting emotional. I think you get emotional sometimes about time wasted. That's what I'm getting. Time wasted in the past, and how you really thought it was love, and how you were so fooled. Little do you know there's something coming. Yeah, look at this. Look at the past. Look at that. It's like you have really been through a lot, and you've really changed. People think now that you're a little reckless, or you're a little like harsh when it comes to like love, or you're just a little bit like, but really you don't really care at this point. I think you found your freedom in being independent and being alone. Like, you were really a lover. Like, though, if I've ever seen it, you were really a lover. And it really sucks because they really came and just corrupted a pure thing. And I'm not saying like you're corrupted. I'm just saying like in the past, you really have gone through it naively, boldly, endlessly, unconditionally pouring all of your love into whatever this was. And you just hoped for the best every single time. They really took a good thing and depleted it. It's like the life out of it. Like, it just, you know what I mean? I think you might miss those parts of you too, but you're going to get back to a part of yourself that you really like. You're going to be introduced to a part of yourself that you really like. It's going to be the merger of who you've been and what you've been through versus where you are now. And I feel like they're going to meet kindly in the middle. You know what I mean? Like, there won't be no blame. You're going to stop blaming yourself for what you went through. You need to stop blaming yourself for the mistakes that you made, because you came from a pure place. You did not deserve pain. You went through the pain, and now you are a phoenix rising from the ashes of whatever this is. And I feel like now you're discerning, you know the difference. You're needing to let go, and you're going to start feeling this goodness. It could be happening right now, honestly, where you are, stop blaming yourself. I think you miss the purity from your past. I think you miss, like, you're thinking about like how you could have done things differently, and you get depressed when you think about, you know, whatever, how naive you were in the past, and how you wish you could go back. And like, now the way you see love is just so distorted and toxic, and it's like you hate it. And you just stop dwelling on the past. Okay, stop thinking about the past. You're thinking too much. Don't worry about that. You got big things coming. Okay, you got big things coming. Don't let the past thoughts distract you from all this. Look at this, they came out together. Isn't that something? I'm gonna make this my thumbnail. Get it? Thumbnail. I couldn't resist. Anyways, yeah, so this is what I'm seeing. Don't let the past throw you off. The past served its purpose. Don't stay back there too long in your mind. Okay. Yeah, all right. I already knew that this was the case. It looks like you have, to me, it looks like you wonder if you could ever reach that level of like wanting to love again. I mean, you do want to love again, but you feel like you could not love as deeply as you've loved in the past, and that this was wasted love. You wasted all this love on people who didn't really see you. You built them up, or you poured into them and they depleted you. I feel like for some of you guys, this could be a repeating habit with family, relationships, and friends, and even work for some, where you pour in, and you feel depleted. It takes from you while it's building others up, but it's taking from you. Like, it's not offering a return ever. Your relationships are never giving to you what you're giving to them. You could be finding in career, it's not giving to you what you're pouring into it. With friendships, you may find that you are the person who compliments, who bigs other people up, but then they're intimidated by your light, so they want to keep you dim. They don't want to give you that, because they feel like you'll get a big head, because they already see you larger than life. And then also I see in like family, where you may be the one who shines very brightly, and people have been intimidated by that, so you try to pour into them, you try to give them love, and they take from from you. They have always tried to take from you. They like use your light, your creativity, your love as a resource, draining you. And you just had so much to give that you just kept giving. But really, it's like they didn't mind destroying you in the process of you building them up. They didn't mind how much they took from you. They didn't mind how much it was killing you. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I'm hearing sail on. Sail on. Good times never felt so good. I'm hearing I've thrown away the blues. I'm tired of being used. I want everyone to know I'm looking for a good time. Yeah, that's where you're at. It's by the Commodores, I believe, but I'm hearing the Destiny's Child version of it. It's called Sail On, SAIL. So you might feel like you're in this part of your journey where, yeah, you are finally just moving ahead and your ancestors are giving you the approval to do so. You're, to work your, okay. The ancestors are giving you permission to work your magic. Your ancestors are giving you permission to lead the way, manifest exactly what you want. Your ancestors are cheering. Okay, like I'm getting... You guys would think I was so crazy if you saw how I channel this. Like, my eyes really just be doing their own thing. Like, when my eyes close, I'll be taking off somewhere, okay? Just imagine what that looks like to people. Your ancestors are really cheering because they're like, whatever you just walked away from, you know what I'm talking about. It was heavy. Whatever past you're coming from that was heavy, whatever you went through in your relationships, your ancestors are cheering. They're like, hey, we're going to give you the green light. Especially, hey, you keep walking away from this, we gonna bless your path. We're gonna give you whatever you want. You walking away from this, absolutely, we got you. Whatever you want, get it for them. Okay, they are so glad you are letting this go. This could have been a toxic thing. This could have ran in your bloodline. You could be healing things from your bloodline. The angels are blessing this path. They're so grateful. This had a tie on you for a very long time. It's finally the end. It is finally becoming a part of the past. Now, it happened in the past, but you are finally releasing it so that it can actually be where it's supposed to be, which is in the past. You are not carrying this toxicity with you anymore. I feel like you're finding the source of it and you are finally letting this go. You're taking all that trauma, you're taking all that pain, you're taking all that regret, you're taking all that shame, you're taking all that whatever it is, and you're putting it together and you're destroying it. You're burning it down to ashes and you're getting gone. You're not even associating with your past anymore. You're not even letting it be a part of your identity anymore. You're rising from those ashes like you're not wearing it over you anymore. And your ancestors are cheering and they're just like, hey, get it all for her. Whatever you want to manifest next, we're giving you permission. Step into your magic and we will grant. Wow, look at that. See? And we will grant all those wishes. Look at this. And we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, now, and I think the High Priestess was behind her. So yeah, they're like, step into your magic. I told you. So the ancestors are like, whatever you want, we're going to make sure that we get it for you. You just keep moving away from this. They're so proud of you moving away from this. They're so proud that this is finally over and that it doesn't have a tie on you anymore. And you're finally getting rid of that shame. So as it gets warmer, I see you about to be outside. You're about to be doing something you couldn't do last summer. I don't know what that's about, but whatever you're going through, whatever you're coming into right now, I feel like this summer, this spring, you're going to be able to do the things that there was resistance to last summer or that you couldn't do last summer, whatever this was. Okay. Yeah, exactly. And you're gonna have more money to spend this summer too. And I also see that you might be spending the summer with friends or family, or like you might meet a new friend this summer. It's like you're gonna be balancing work with play too this summer. I feel like I don't know why I keep saying summer. Like this summer you're gonna be starting in June and July especially, you're gonna have you're gonna have fun. This is gonna be a fun summer. You're gonna actually do things. You're gonna actually put plans into motions that were just ideas. And you're also gonna be planning maybe a trip. I'm hearing like a trip. Um yeah, let me see. And there might be some money coming in for you. Or something is like paying or something. I'm telling you, like uh something lucky's happening. Something lucky is happening this summer with you financially, and I feel like it's going to put you in a place where you feel lighter. You're also going to feel very attractive this summer. Like as spring and summer kicks in, you're going to start feeling more attractive. Yeah, you're going to start pouring into your self-care and really liking how you look. You could be exercising, eating right. Um Everything looks good. It looks like you're winning. Look at that. It looks like you're winning, and look at the bottom of the deck. Okay, you got the Justice with the Three of Cups. Yeah, you're winning, you're celebrating, but it's just that thing like you just wish that it's like things are going good and you're like, man, I wish that I literally cannot make this up. Right as I was gonna say it, I was gonna say it's like you're winning, you just wish that like you wish you didn't want love still. Look at that. It's like there's plenty of things to celebrate, but you still want love, and it's just like you know what I'm saying? So it's like that thing where right now that you're gonna experience a lot of winning very soon. I feel like you're gonna have your ducks in a row. I don't know what these ducks are, but I feel like you're about to have some ducks in a row. It's just I'm also hearing fail to plan, plan to fail. So just keep that in mind. And I do see a conversation. Okay, be careful. Like if this is a person from the past, be careful when you communicate, because I just feel like the communication is gonna go downhill. Like it may always go downhill. Like it's just always something so undertone. There's an undertone of toxicity. There's an undertone of arrogance. There's an undertone of sarcasm. There's an undertone of arrogance. There's an undertone of mixed messages, mixed signals. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always an undertone here, and it always just brings you back into a place you don't like to be. Okay, because then you start wondering, and then you start pondering, and then you start trying to make sense of stuff, trying to figure it out. You be confused with this person, okay? And so just keep that in mind, because I see you do very well without them. I feel like you're going to be very balanced in your feminine and masculine energy. You're going to be feeling good. You're going to be balanced. It's just that you just are trying to figure out in the meantime, like, is love coming? And I don't want to want love. I would not worry about such matters right now. And I know you probably want to hear about love. And I do see you deciding what you want in a relationship. And I do see a relationship coming. But I see it being a good relationship. I see it being the relationship that you wanted. I see it being equal. I see you guys being on the same page. I see it being exactly what you want. And I feel you not being able to get out of your head about it. I feel like you're just like, am I too toxic for this now? Like, have I gone through so much that I don't even know how to actually be what I used to be? And I think that's what your frustration is. Your frustration is like you had an abundance of love to give in the past, and you poured into these loves so deeply. You gave it so much time. And now the type of love you always wanted comes along and you feel depleted. Like, I don't even feel like I have it in me to give anymore. And it sucks because I have had a storehouse full of it. Like you got here late. You know what I'm saying? It's like that kind of thing where it's just like frustrated with yourself for how much you had to give in the past. And now you feel like the only thing you have to offer now is being in your head and being doubtful and being depressed and being borderline bipolar and being moody and being hesitant and having doubts and having fears. And it's like, it's frustrating for you and it's stressful, and you also feel pressure. It's like that kind of thing where your mind is just like going back and forth. And I feel that you are going to get balanced. You are going to get balanced, but just like relax. Stop blaming yourself. Apologize to your past. You were young, you were naive, you made mistakes, you did it for love, okay? It was all out of love. And I do see that you are afraid to love now, because there is a love that is coming. And you're like, dang, the only thing I know how to do successfully is not choose love. The only thing I know how to do successfully is be alone. That's the only thing I triumphed in. Like, so I'm afraid to like move into this love space because I feel like I'm at my best when I just love myself and don't go for love. So I feel like you're afraid, like, am I gonna lose myself in this? Am I gonna be okay if I choose you? I just see like yourself just like, I have a lot to give, but you have to give me time. I have to have time to know that, you know what I mean? Like, you're different. You have to have time to know that you are different from for a change. That's what I'm hearing. Like, you're different for a change. Um yeah, you're not going to do so well for anybody who tries to verbally like pressure you. You've been through that all before. Anybody who tries to like love bomb you, you've been through all that before. Somebody who is hesitant and naive, you need somebody that's straightforward. If you even suspect, you're so suspicious of people now that if you even suspect that anything you're done, like and I think that you find this frustrating about yourself, but I promise you, whoever this person is that's coming, you gonna be okay. You gonna be all right. You gonna be okay. The angels are saying, just go easy on yourself. You are so hard on yourself. Your angels are just like, relax, be confident. Like, just take your time. You guys will slowly pour into each other. It will be a slow dance. This is not a quick it's time for the turkey later. Like, no, this is a slow dance you guys are gonna do. This is gonna be a slow dance. They're gonna take their time. You're gonna take your time. You both need to. Don't be impatient with this. Don't block it out. Don't run away, because you could be a runner and a track star. Okay, you could be trying to run away from this just to feel safe, just to feel balanced. But they're saying like, this is a slow burn. This is gonna be, yeah, this is gonna be good, but just work with it. Okay, so this is coming in the future. You got success coming in the meantime, and you're deciding, like, right now you'd be deciding, you walked away from something, decided it's over. I'm not tripping about it anymore. I'm going away confidently. I'm changing some stuff. You might be moving, whatever you're doing. It's like you feel confident, like you're like, yes, I'm doing this right now. Your angels could be confirming to me right now, yeah, this is happening right now too. Like, this has just happened, or something, where you're walking away from this, you're thinking about your past, you're moving on, you're just like, yes, I've decided to move on, I'm out of here. And so, yeah, so what's coming next for you now is just the fact that you are getting balance on, like, what is healthy and what was not healthy. I was so like caught up in stuff, I didn't even like really align with what my beliefs were, what I want, and what confidence looks like to me. Like, you're actually getting yourself, you're going through your own like self-love boot camp, you know what I'm saying? So like, you're like deciding, what's healthy. There was pressure, there was a lot of pressure in the past too. You may not have known it. Like, you succumbed to a lot of, is that a word? You had succumbed to a lot of pressure in the past, and now you're just like, you know what, I realize that now. I didn't even realize I was under so much pressure. Like, I just gave in to whatever was wanted of me at the time. And that's why you have to heal and forgive yourself and understand and finally see those patterns so that you can make sure that you don't. You're going to cure those things though. I see you getting balanced very well, and I see people who want to come try to make things right with you, and you're just like, sorry, I can't focus on that right now. I got other things to focus on. And yeah, so that's what I'm saying for you. I see so much more, but this video is getting really long. And yeah, so if you like the video, feel free to like the video. If you love the video, feel free to subscribe. If you know somebody that needs this video, don't gatekeep. All right, we'll see what happens.